and welcome to Knitting at Tiffany's with Added Bling. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Aryn.
Welcome if you're a new viewer, and welcome back if you're a return viewer. We hope you enjoy our episode today. I wanted just to let you guys know we do have a couple drawings for some prizes today for the We Knits Cal and for the Crafting My Chaos prize. So stick around till the end of the podcast. That's when we'll be doing our drawing, and if you're a winner, we'll let you know. We're excited. We're going to start with today our box.
Our box.
Our box.
Yes, our challenge box.
Look, it's actually being more appropriate.
I know, it's finally seasonally appropriate. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. So this is our challenge box, our stash challenge all this year. We have been challenging ourselves to purchase mindfully, and we have some rules, and we put money in there every month. And then next year we're going to go on a little trip with money. And so far we are totally even because we have been obeying our rules. We have not purchased anything outside of that. If we did, we'd have to put extra money in. So
I thought one of us was going to break though.
Nope. We're both very stubborn.
Yes, we are.
And we're both very determined that the other person wasn't going to win.
Isn't that true?
Yeah, because basically if one of us put more money in, that other person would get all the money to spend at whatever trip we go to.
That's right.
Whereas if we're even, we use the money towards trip expenses together.
Exactly.
And so we're both very stubborn people, and we don't want the other person to win. So, yeah.
And at least, you know what? Gets us both going on a trip, something we all enjoy and have fun doing. So.
Yes, and it is totally curbed. I have no interest in buying yarn now.
Isn't that funny how that works?
I'm not interested. I just don't need it.
I just, actually talking about that, my Ravelry Stash the other day, I went and sorted it by the oldest purchased. Don't ever do that. I swear I thought this yarn, some of the yarn I had was like I just purchased in the last year or two.
I know I have some that are 10 plus years.
And I couldn't believe, we're going 7 years ago, because some of them was from when I started getting into indie dyeing. I think it was just around when I first started SSK and things like that. So that's 7 years for me.
I would have 10 years. I remember I joined Ravelry in 2008. And I had just started really getting back into knitting. And once I discovered Ravelry and started discovering all this other stuff, that's when I started being like, ooh, and buying all this stuff. So my oldest stash is probably around 10 years.
Yeah, see, back then, I used to buy stash and, not stash, I used to buy yarn. Me too, but I used to buy yarn and knit it right away because I was buying for a project. I never bought yarn to
I planned for a wardrobe that I will never have. Like I was like, ooh, this will make, this really nice garment. And then like, but if you don't knit it, it doesn't do anything,
That's right.
So I stashed a lot of that though, but I still have some of it.
That's interesting. Isn't that funny how that works? But yeah, I noticed that it's very rare that stuff I have is not really commercial yarn, but I mean, it's not, I don't have a lot of it because I didn't really have stash back then.
See, a lot of my older stuff is commercial yarn.
Yeah.
Because it's just I wasn't aware. I don't know. It's both. I wasn't aware of all the indie dyers, but I don't think there was as many.
No.
So it was, if you wanted yarn, it was commercial yarn.
Right.
So,
the last 7 years, I think that's where the indie dyeing world just
I think it was between 2008 and 2010 that it's really started getting going, and then it's just continued from there.
Yeah, but at least 7, 8 years, probably 8 years ago, I think is where my stash started from, and 7 years ago was when really the indie dyeing started to kick in for me. And
so the moral of the story is that we don't need to buy yarn.
I know.
And this challenge has helped with that because it's just like we really have to think about our purchases, if they fit in our rules, and if they don't, is it worth putting the extra money in? And so far it's like, no, it's not worth putting the extra money in. And then over the months I've just been like, I don't need it. And I've had opportunities when we've gone to shows.
That's right.
Because that's part of my rules, and I just haven't been interested. Yeah. So that's all right.
And see, and that's what I was looking at because my birthday's coming up and I'm on a birthday yarn,
Your birthday purchase.
So I'm torn because I'm like, do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yes, but I don't need it. So I know there's a couple patterns I really want to knit, and because next year I want to knit more garments, even though I'm going to still have accessories in there, don't get me wrong. There's that Rockefeller, I think it's called, tank top by Paper Daisy Creations. I want that. I know I will wear it. I just don't have enough yarn in my stash for it, and I want to mix colors because it needs to be, so I'm actually gearing towards maybe just purchasing something for that right now. And I can start anytime.
I would look at if there's any patterns that you want to make before the end of the year that you don't have yarn for. Right. Because once we're into the new year, you're allowed to buy yarn again. Well, if you don't knit that tank top till June, you can buy the yarn then.
I know. And there is one other one actually, because Shirley Bryan Yarns, I really like Becky's yarns. She does some great work. And she's coming out with the alpaca, like how they do the mohair, because I can't do mohair. And so there is a Lavagna Petruccelli shawl that I would love to knit using that alpaca, but do I need it? No. Would I wear it? Yes. It's very, very large to knit. Don't get me wrong. It's a very large pattern to knit. So is it going to take me forever? Maybe. So see, that's what I was trying to justify.
But the thing, if that's a project that you think you would want to start before the end of the year,
right,
that would be a good birthday purchase because
that's right.
you can buy that now. Whereas if it's something that you're not going to get to for months and months and months, you can buy that next year. Because, like you're not going to have the same restraints on.
But I don't think there's anything.
Well, we don't need anything. That's
no, but I'm saying I don't know if there's anything that I want to start right now at the end of the year. Most of this stuff is for planning for next year, right?
You have yarn already for anything you would knit.
For the end of the year? Yes, I do. Yeah, because all my projects are either being worked on, finished, or going to be started. And will be finished by the end of the year, except for that skirt. We don't know when that's going to happen. But see, that's something that I'm going to always knit on because I want that finished object. It's just now I'm thinking like if I buy something now, it is going to be for next year because really next year at the same thing, I really want to try to keep what we're doing now. We don't have to do the box again.
Yeah, we're not going to go crazy.
But I want to be able to keep But
we're just not going to do an official challenge. It's just like I totally plan on carrying this through and still watching what I buy.
Right.
But we're just not going to do it. We're just not going to do like an official challenge.
Like next year, I might want to just buy only for projects when I know I want a project that I'm going to knit. I want to buy that for it. I don't have anything yet. Even if I can mix and match. Like I don't mind mixing and matching yarns. Like people do fades and stuff. I don't know how long that's going to be around for. If that's just a niche in the market, you know what I mean?
You know what? I don't even care if it's a trend that dies because I like how it looks. And if it's a garment that you're making for you and you like how it looks, then who cares?
Yeah, and I'm not one of those people that really. Some of my clothes I have actually are 15 years old. Like, I have a shirt that I've been wearing that I've had since I was a teenager. It still fits, which is phenomenal. But it's one of my favorites, and I don't see why I need to give that up. If I like it, I will wear it until that thing disintegrates. Yeah. But I mean, I don't see why I have to get rid of things if I don't like them. So I'm not one of those people that have to be all trendy all the time. That's not me. I like things that I wear because I want to just wear them. So yeah, that's what I was thinking is if I find something I love and I love the way it knits up and I'm good, then I have it. I have it for as long as it will last me. I believe I have a sweater that my grandmother knit me when I was 13. And I was wearing it up to a few years ago. With long skirts because it was like the 80s style sweater and it was long and everything. And when it kind of went out of style, I put it away. But it's like now you can wear it with leggings again, except it's blue and white, so I don't have any leggings to match it. But I used to wear it with a white skirt all the time in like spring kind of, and it was nice. And so yeah. So anyways, let's move on to
that's our box.
Next. That's our box and a little bit of blabber on our stash busting. Sorry, I was just putting the box away. So next we are going to go into a gift I have. So this is Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. So as you know, November is my birthday month, but I'm not a month person. That's all. It's my birthday for the whole month. My birthday is November 25th, so it comes around U.S. Thanksgiving, which I'm used to now, and it's
and all the sales.
Yeah, I have to say because that's what I'm waiting for is for the sales to buy my yarn. Because I know all the sales will come up for U.S. Thanksgiving. If it's not Black Friday, it's Cyber Monday or Small Business Saturday. And I'll wait for that to do some purchases. Because one of the things I want to buy for my birthday is not yarn related.
Yeah, so you can go hog wild on non-yarny things.
And she's a Canadian maker. So
but yarn is just one birthday purchase.
Yeah. And it can be, I think as much yarn as you
want, as long as it's from one seller.
Exactly. And so that's where I'm torn right now.
You just really have to pick yourself.
Because there's two indie dyers. I just need them to be combined so I could buy things from both, but I can't. So
you just have to wait like a month and then you can buy from the other one.
That's right.
Like seriously.
I know. It's okay. Well, I don't need both of them.
You'll survive.
It's just making my decision of what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I got an early birthday present from a great friend. Look at this. So Jen, hi Jen. Thank you so much for making this. She actually made me my bag. Look at that. Look how beautiful she did it. It's just gorgeous. And she had a ribbon handle on here. And she even put on here, I hope you guys can see this. I'm going to try to show it. So I have a pink narwhal and then some bead and some bling. Isn't that adorable? I love it. So she made this for me. And I have to say, Jen must know me way too well because look at the edging. She tucked in the zippers. I just love it. The inside of the bag matches the top of the outfit. And of course, it's my colors, which today you're gonna see a theme. Today, it's my colors, the orange and blue turquoise kind of colors that I am loving to use. And then I also got, okay, so if anybody knows Jen, her Instagram name is, and her little picture is this little green M&M. So it's too cute. So I got this, and if you can see that, it's milk chocolate, seriously, with Rice Krispie. Like the Rice Krispie thingies in there. Yeah.
And little M&Ms.
And little M&Ms. Oh my God. Isn't that awesome? Look at that picture. Don't you just want to eat that up? I'd love it. So yeah, this was part of it. And it's mint flavored. So amazing.
So many things going on in there.
Yeah. And I'm just going to show you the outside of this card because it is just absolutely fabulous. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the bling, the tiara. And it says, I'm beautiful, I'm superior, and the entire world revolves around me. She's hysterical. I love you, Jen. Thank you so much for this. I really, really appreciate this. This is so thoughtful, and the fact that she makes it, I love it. Honestly, I think she's an amazing bag maker, and I really, really appreciate this. Her stitching and everything's phenomenal on it. Thank you again. So that was just an early birthday present I wanted to share. Okay, so next we're going into Diamonds Are Forever.
Yep.
And I have a Forever project. Okay, again, crafting my chaos. So I have the turquoise and orange with my kitties on there. I just love her bags
and you will see more of this coordination. It was all unintentional.
It's funny, so unintentional. Yeah. So this was I worked on. It's the Hugely by Lisa Much. Now I actually had yarn left over because I probably think that one, I was compensating the pattern because I
had less yardage.
I had less yardage. I had 480 something yards, I think, or 60 yards, compared to I think it was like the 600 yards I needed to. So I compensated like literally 3 rows. So I had this much left over. But what's weird is you would think I'd have nothing left over.
But this is not a horrible amount left over. Like
no,
if you had
I was hoping to have none.
I know, but like
or close enough.
If you had a choice between that and like a giant, I'd be upset if I had a giant amount because it's like, well, what am I going to do with this now? At least that's not too bad.
Yeah. So the other thing is, I measured my gauge when I started, and I was, and that's probably where it's off because it's 3 and a bit stitches per inch, and I needed to be at 3 stitches. But if I went up a needle, I thought I'd be at 2 and a bit, and then I didn't want it so airy because I know it's still going to block out. So if you could help hold this up. So this is Hugely by Lisa Much. Look how beautiful it is. So this was, you can see I did here. So I did 6 kind of the lace patterns where it should have been 7 in each section. And there's 3 sections. So that was a difference. And then in between here, I think I did 4 rows. And I even did a thicker border than what they said. But I love it. And it's long. Like and it's not blocked yet. So
I don't know. Like
I don't know if you need to block it.
Like lightly maybe.
Yeah, it's supposed to be massive actually from what Lisa shows it as. Yeah. But I actually like it. I don't know if I need to, you know me. I
probably wouldn't. But because everything's opened up nicely enough that you can see it. Like if this was all scrunched up, maybe, but it looks nice.
It? Yeah,
it looks nice as is. I probably wouldn't block it.
I still have my Deadpool progress keeper in here. I didn't realize that. Yeah, it's great. It's comfy and it's warm and it's big and like it still wraps around nicely. See, like it still works. It's not like it's great.
I wouldn't block it.
I love it. I really do love it, and the color's stunning. And this is the Tarhi, and I left my tag out here just to show you guys. So this is Blue Moon Fiber Arts, and it's Tarhi, bulky. And I have to say, I really enjoyed knitting with it. It's the Tempest colorway. Tempest, and I think I added a T in there. Tempest colorway. I really enjoyed knitting with it, and it's actually nice and soft. It's not itchy at all. Do the neck test. Yeah, it's not prickly or anything, but I love it. It's nice and thick, and yeah, I'm really happy. It was a lot of fun to knit, and you know I love Lisa Much's patterns. So NBK knitting and Lisa Much and her patterns, and I love her patterns. She just writes them so well. They're so much fun. I can alter them. Like it was so easy to alter because I knew the stitches I needed to be at, and I knew where, you know, the actual yardage she was getting and what I could work with. And so I'm happy I have some yarn left over. I mean, it is bulky. I could always add it to something like
you could do
mitts or something like that. I could add it as a trim or something. Yeah, so I'm not worried about it. Not worried at all. And so that is my finished object.
Cool.
And I'm really happy with it. And I learned something because I normally don't, but I notice a difference. So if I like scrunch up my shells and throw them somewhere, they crease. Did you ever notice that?
Yeah, I've seen that on other podcasts. If they're like, oh, I had it like folded or I had it like set aside, and then they show it, you can see the crease marks.
You can see the crease marks. So Amber from Yarn Hoarder, what she does is she folds her shells in half and then she rolls them up. And rolling them doesn't crease them. And I've been doing that with all my shells, and even when I store them, because I store them in a box that I try to make complete airtight sealed so no moths get in and eat my beautiful knits. But rolling it up like that actually doesn't crease it at all, which is incredible, and I love doing it. So it works. It works. So I'll put that away, and we are now on to your FO.
I have my FO. I am still in the competition.
Yes. Yay! For the Desert Vista Dye Works yearly challenge.
I finished my October Desert Vista Dye Works socks, so this is the first one here.
I really like
my usual. I like this color. This is the Jabber Zombie, and it is in the shop because it is one of her zombie colorways.
For Halloween too.
It's in there all the time. And I just did my 70 stitches, German short row heel, big ribbed cuff. And here's my other one. It's all scrunched up because I've already worn these. I finished these, I think the day before Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a nice time frame where I wasn't rushed.
That's good.
Like it was near the end of the month, but I wasn't like right. So I finished them the day before Halloween, and then for Halloween I was wearing these, and then so I wore these for a couple days, and then I had to wash them, and that's why this one's all.
And you wash them, and so you wash them in the washing machine.
I washed them in the washing machine, and then I just let them air dry.
Okay.
So this one's
so
all
they don't shrink up or anything for you when you wash them in the washing machine. You wash them on cold.
No, because I don't wash them on hot. It's just like I don't think it's cold, but it's not hot.
Warm. Okay, so you do warm.
And then I put all my socks. So I have like a little lingerie mesh bag.
I was gonna ask you if you.
And I just put all my dirty socks in that mesh bag, and then when it's laundry time, I zip it up. I throw it in with my laundry. It gets washed with my laundry, and then I take that bag out and just kind of lay them out, and they air dry. I don't block them, as you can see. This is just whatever, but that way they don't. I think that because it's usually the dryer
that shrinks them up. That
either not necessarily shrinks them, but will make things pill and will make things age more. So I just don't put. Sometimes they do get thrown in the dryer by accident, but I try not to. I don't think good. I have enough socks now that honestly, if I lose a pair, like.
Well, you almost have one for every month now, so you're at 10 months out of the year.
I was making some last year,
exactly,
so I'm like,
so
I have
some from last year.
I have socks, but you can see like I've worn it once, and or I've worn it a few times. You can see the bottoms are all a little,
the black,
a little fuzzy. Yeah, they fade and stuff, but it's okay.
But I don't find these fade as much as some other of the yarns
I have some socks from some other dyers that have really
me too.
Faded.
But then like the first time I've soaked, and I soak mine, I don't wash them like she does. I soak them in the sink for maybe 10-15 minutes. I take them out, I roll them in a towel to kind of, get out all that excess water, and then I lay them flat to dry like you do. But I've had some that just went like from bright to dull, and I was like, where did all that color go?
So there you go. We have someone who hand washes and someone who machine washes, and they still fade and whatever. So like you just wear your socks, enjoy your socks, and wash them whatever way is good for you and works in your life. And for me, it's putting them in the washing machine. So I'm happy with these. I really like this color.
Yeah, me too.
I really enjoy it, and I wear teal a lot, so this has worked nicely when I wear black or teal or whatever. But I'm really happy with these.
That's good.
So my 10th pair
is completed.
She's
got 2 months to go.
2 months to go.
How exciting is that? So now we're going to go on to Diamonds in the Rough. And because you're working on...
I'm working on my November pair, which had slid over there. So I think last episode I showed you the yarn.
Yes.
And it's this one here, which is Zombies Hanging in the Lights. So it's one of her Christmas colors, but with the zombie. It doesn't have a zombie stripe. It had a zombie mini. So this is one of her zombie colorways, and so that came as a mini. And then this is it knit up. So this is still my first sock, but I'm doing the zombie accent on the toes, and I think that's it.
So now, did you do that toe until you increased fully until you?
No, I did a little extra. My increases. My toe is very shallow. If I just do my, Judy's Magic Cast On, and then my increases. Once I'm done my increases, it's like ends here.
Right.
So like that's a very shallow toe. So I did like 10 more rows or so before I switched to this.
Sorry. Usually my phone's on silent. I forgot that it's not. I had it on in case she messaged me.
I'm not going to be messaging you right now.
No.
Yeah, so I did about 10 more rows, so my toe's on, and then I switched to the main color, and so I've got these are all the colors of the lights.
Yeah.
I've got my German short row
okay.
heel.
So I was going to ask you if you were going to do the zombie heel, or...
Because I don't know if I might have mentioned that. I guess I just didn't. So I just...
And then are you going to do the zombie cuff, though?
I don't know. Maybe I'll do the zombie cuff, because I will have enough yarn, I think.
I love the sparkle on it.
It's
you can
sparkly.
really see the sparkle
so
there.
It's what is it, Xian base?
Or Zen.
So it's sparkly. And yeah, so I wanted to do these in November so that I would have these as my Christmas socks.
For sure.
So yeah. They'll be fine Christmas socks. Honestly, these colors, I'm not totally like, ooh, I love this. Like these, as I was working on them, I was like, ooh, I love this. This, I was like, well, these are bright tanned, bright socks. I showed these to Dennis. I'm like, what do you think of these? He's like, they're not for me, are they? I was like, no, I just wanted to know what you think about them.
But they're good Christmas socks. And
well, that's
even
the point.
if you wear
Christmas
them
socks
for the month of December or Christmas only or whatever.
Socks, I probably won't wear these all year. These will just be Christmas socks. But for Christmas, I think they'll be fun.
I do love the color in the toe, though. I think that's...
yeah, we were debating. I remember we were debating on if this gray stripe was going to be a zombie stripe. It's just a gray stripe.
It's a solid stripe. I see that.
So it's just the zombie. Yeah, I think I'll do the zombie as the cuff. I think I'll do that because I think I'll have enough.
Because I think if you're going to wear it with leggings or anything, at least you have that gray section more there.
The cuff will show.
And
And I'm on the leg now, so I should be able to finish these either today or tomorrow because the leg zooms by for me. I don't know why it is. I can do the whole heel and the whole leg in like a day.
Yeah, it's
but
funny how that works.
The foot always takes me like 4 or 5 days.
I don't know why either.
I don't know.
And it's almost, you do about the same amount of length though, don't you?
Not always. I think there is, I think the leg is shorter.
Oh, okay, so no.
But it's not that much shorter. It depends on my mood and my time restraints.
Right, of course.
I have some DVD socks where I'm like, ooh, that's a short cuff. I must have ran out of time. And then other ones where they're much taller, but like they're not
full.
Like this is where the cuff ends. They're not, it's like a toe where it's not that much shorter. It's not like I'm doing just...
No, but that toe is what is like half a day for you to do?
A toe takes me an hour.
You can do a whole toe in an hour?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I could do a toe in an hour.
So I mean, that's an hour of work that you just cut out of the other...
Yeah, but I mean, an hour is not a day, so...
No, but...
I still don't know why. I can do this in a day.
I wonder if it's mental.
It's got to be
it has to be, because we're like...
Totally mental.
I'm the same way. Once you've done your heel... I love doing the heel, don't get me wrong. Once I get to heel, I'm so excited, because I'm like, let's do that heel, and then when you're done that whole heel, you're like, woohoo, now it's just right to the end, and then it sails by, like, so quickly, and you're like... I don't understand.
I find it just, all of a sudden I'm at the cuff, and I'm like, what? I'm at the cuff already? Yeah. And then I'll start the cuff, and then I'll just... Like I said, if I'm not under a time restraint, I'll do I like a long ribbed cuff, so I'll do the cuff.
You do about, 2-3 inches in your cuff now?
Probably about, at least 2-3 inches. Yeah. At least, I think 3-inch cuff is what I like.
Yeah.
I'll just do the cuff for as long as I can before I'm like, okay, I'm totally done with this sock. And then I'll start the next one.
Yeah. Excellent. All right.
Yeah. So, and it's not the middle of the month yet, so hopefully I will be done those by mid-month. I'll get my second one cast on, and hopefully it will be no problem finishing it for the end of the month.
Oh, yeah.
Then I just have 1 month left.
I know. Isn't that exciting? Mm-hmm. That is so exciting. Yeah, her stuff is great, so it's excellent. Now, what are we on to next?
You're going to do your whips.
I'm going to do my whips. So, I have 2 whips. I have... Now, you guys haven't seen this bag because I haven't used it. And the last time you saw it, I think this was my birthday present last year. And I switched up bags just because I'll show you later. So, this is my skirt. I didn't put the Progress Keeper where I was last time, but I don't even think I even started that yet. So, my skirt technically goes this way. This is the Ann Bud skirt. So there's that. It's going to fold over, and that will be I can do this, I swear today. That will be where the elastic goes into, and then there's the part of the body of the skirt, and then it goes into the pleats. So last time I was somewhere up in here, and I remember I just finished the, I think there were increases, so those were right there. And then I've now been doing the pleats.
You started your pleats.
I have.
That's fun.
It is. I'm actually really enjoying it. This is where my beginning of my row is, so you can start the pleats.
Oh, it's just little. Do you have to
So
do
they're
something
pearls.
or just little pearls? Okay.
Yeah.
Pearls.
So it's I have pearls in between there. So if I stretch it out, you might be able to see it. I have pearls in between there. I'm really liking the way it looks up, but like when it sits closed, it's so pretty. So it's pearls and knitting, and it's actually really, really easy. It's zipping along for me. There's some days I love knitting on it and I don't want to put it down. And there's other days where I'm like, oh my God, I'm bored of it. That's very rare though, because once I get knitting on it, I really do love it. And I still been switching every row. Okay. So you will see my pretty design on the back. You can see that it goes wonky in some places. And then on purpose, when I got into doing the pearls, I've been trying to switch it up. So it's not every row, it's not right where the pearls, it's beside it. And that's why it looks a little wonky, which is fine. But it's just so that I didn't want it to, it doesn't affect it on the front.
It'll kind of get disguised into that little pleat section.
Well, you can't even see it on the front.
But if you could, it wouldn't, like visually, it's kind of...
You can't see it anywhere on the front. It doesn't show you because it would be right along there and somewhere in here. In these stitches here, the 2-3 stitches afterwards, and you don't see a thing, which is great. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, and once I might have to block this. I don't know.
I would, because you want it to be even. Like you want the stitches.
I know, but I'm like it might be a minimal block depending on it.
Just
I haven't tried it on yet.
Spray block it.
Yeah, I haven't tried it on yet to see if it's gonna fit. Because I probably should, because I've been knitting on it, but I didn't think of it. But I mean, I have a lot of stretch in this still, and this is going to be more for me. And once I get that elastic in, that's going to help hold it up. But I am loving this. Like, look at how much work I've put into that already. Sorry, I need to show. So I'm really happy with this. If you're going to knit a skirt, go and knit Ann Bud skirt. This was customized for me, measurements and basically measure me up from head to from waist down and everything, and she gave me exactly what I needed to do to start the skirt, and I'm so happy that I picked it back up and working on it. Soon I'll have a skirt. I just don't know how soon, but I'm in the second section now, and there's 5 sections I need to do for my pleats. I'm in the second section, almost done it, so I'll be starting my third soon.
Cool.
Yeah, and so I have markers that I've been using just to guide me where my sections are and where they're changing, and I want them to be even, so I've actually counted to make sure. So yeah, 5 sections, and I'm almost done section 2. Yeah, I'm almost done section 2. I'm so excited. I'm probably like a 1/4 of an inch to go, and then I can start section 3. So that's what I'm working on right now. That's one of my whips. And this has been fun, and it hasn't been too hard on my hands. When my hands get tired, then I switch it up. So this is why I've cast it on more things now. Here's the theme again. So this is my trappings and trinkets bag from Nicole. I really love this one. It's just stunning. I also love she does the wood. This reminds me when Amy Beth does her wood pieces for SSK, and it was just, yeah, I thought that was really nice. And look at the polka dots. I do, I love this. This makes me happy. So if you remember, I bought some yarn traveling to New York. It's funny how I remember this stuff. I don't remember the name of the store though. That's the only thing I don't. I remember it was in a really small town. It was really cute, and I can't remember the name of the store. That store I would have loved to have as our LYS. They had a little separate room to do like a table in there where you can do classes and stuff like that, or just hang out and knit. And then she had beautiful yarn from indie dyers, like a lot of different indie dyers, as well as she also had some commercials in there. But it just was, the location was just pretty. So I'm working on some Mad Tosh that I bought from her, and it's the ASAP, which I'm told is actually discontinued. Okay. So I got this on sale, and maybe that was why, and it's called Video Baby. And
I don't think I have any of that.
It's colorway 393, and it's called Video Baby. It's funny because I love the color. Now, excuse the ball, I hand wound this the other night, or 2 nights ago, I forget when I did this. I was sore. I've been working out. My legs are really sore. I do a lot of squats, and if you guys work out and you know what it's like to like try to sit on the toilet and you can't sit down because your leg muscles hurt so bad. So I didn't want to get up. I was so lazy, but I was wanting to wind this up. I'm like, I need to cast this on. I know what I want to do with this. Now, the pattern I want to do is Laura's pattern, and you're going to probably be like, oh, I knew you were going to do this. It is one that I've done before.
Okay, I think I know which one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's The Starving Artist. It's a free pattern by Laura Linneman on Ravelry. She's part of the Knit Girls, Laura and Leslie from the Knit Girls. I have a hat like that, and it is my favorite hat. Now, it does take between 100 to 130 yards. I have 90 yards, I believe, on this. Yes, so I think I have 90 yards in here. Yes, 90 yards. So my dilemma is, I didn't cast on as many stitches because that hat's actually loose on me.
Yeah.
And so I went down, I think it's 54 stitches. I went down to 48.
Okay.
So I'm hoping this is going to fit me. I'm loving how it's knitting up. I'm on the I can talk today. I'm on the rim of it right now. Look how beautiful that is. There's my little group. I am Groot. I love Groot. You don't know that.
I know what you're
okay.
referencing, yes,
Did
but
I
I have not watched it. No.
You need to watch it. It's a great movie, first and second. So, do you see how this all matches together? It has. This is why I bought this. I walked around her whole store, and there was so many other things I could have bought, and there was actually an indie dye I wanted, but I didn't love it. This spoke to me, and I loved it. And I was like, I know I'd wear it. I'll use it up. I could have bought 2 skeins, but I couldn't because at the time, we were only allowed to buy 1 skein. When I travel, it wasn't like you're allowed to buy a project. And if I would have known, I would have bought 2 skeins to make sure I had enough for a bigger hat. So I'm hoping with casting this on, I'm using my Licca needles. Look at that. They're little shorties. Aren't they cute? So it is a little weird to knit with right now because I have maybe this little inch right here at the back of the needle to grab when I'm working because of my nails and everything. So sometimes I'm finding that I'm readjusting right now, but once I get going in the pattern, it's more spacious to do, then I shouldn't have a problem with it. It's just because I'm switching back and forth now. I think this will fit me. I can't stretch it out because my needles are short.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's going to be hard to tell the needles, but you do have a tiny head.
And I do. And so I figured, worst comes to worst, I get into past this and I get into the first couple of rows, I'll be able to try it on. Or I can just put it on some, slip it onto a bigger cord and then try it on. But I don't see why it wouldn't fit me. It's just hard to, you can't really.
What you could do is measure how many stitches are in an inch and then figure out by your cast on how many inches that's going to give you.
That's true, I could do that. That's actually a great idea. So I could definitely do that and figure it out because I still have stretch, even no matter what, I still have stretch. I don't think it's going to stretch out that much, but oops, I still have stretch. I don't want to drop stitches. So this is something I've been working on. I just started it.
That will be a fast project too.
It will. I wanted something fast because now I only have my skirt going.
Yeah, your skirt's going to be a long-term project, so you need some like instant kind of
something.
things,
yeah. And so this is new. It's not a new yarn to me, but it's something I want to knit, so it goes towards my projects. The other thing I'm working on was something that I put this in your bag because it matches, and I'll show you in a second. So I had it in a plastic bag only because I thought I'm going to give it to you. Okay, so this is.
What's this from?
This is some 100. Oh my God, this was purchased. I don't know how long ago. It's not in my Ravelry queue. I bought it for a friend. From Tova's. So I haven't been to Tova's in probably 2 years, maybe, or a year and a half or something. So this is 100% baby llama, and it's Mishki. Is that how you pronounce that, Mishki?
Is there a K in there, or is it just
M-I-S-K-I?
Yeah, I think it's kind of
Mishki?
yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, it's 100% baby llama, and it's absolutely super soft. And so there is 82 yards in each. I have 1, 2, 3, and I'm working on the 4th right now. So this here, oh, there it is. So I started this too. This is a scarf.
Okay.
Okay, I got my Wonder Woman stitch marker on there because this is for my girlfriend. This was going to be a birthday present, which was September, which and it started in September, so it wasn't. Then I was thinking maybe Hanukkah present if I get to it. She's still, she's my best friend, like she's my sister. And honestly, she's not knit worthy. She always wants something I'm wearing because she loves it. Yes, so the scarf that I'm doing...
Scarves take forever.
Yeah, but I'm doing it so...
Oh, haven't you done that before?
I did.
Okay.
So she saw me wearing this. This is a Jasmine scarf by Pearl Soho. And she saw me wearing this last year, and she ripped it off my neck and wrapped it around her and said, I want this. I'm keeping it. I said, hell no, you're not keeping that one. Like, anything but that one. That one took me forever. I really love it. I wear it. So she's a redhead, and she doesn't watch podcasts because she doesn't knit.
Yeah, purples look nice on it.
And so she's a big purple fan. Yeah. So I started doing this, and you can see I just started doing. So it's gonna be. I did it not as wide, but it still has.
Still pretty wide.
It's still pretty wide. So I took it down by I think 2. Okay. 2 rows maybe I think. And I'm also doing it on bigger needles I believe than what I needed to. What did that say? That's a 4.
Yeah, it was supposed to be on smaller needles.
I think it's supposed to be...
Okay, was that yarn thinner than this yarn?
No, that's a worsted.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was going to be on tiny little needles?
And I think it was supposed to be on a 4, so I think I did the same size as what the pattern called for, but not what the yarn calls for, right? The yarn calls for probably smaller, because this is not... I don't think this is a worsted, is it?
It looks like a DK.
It looks like a... I thought it was smaller, but it doesn't tell me what it is. It doesn't tell me.
It would give you a gauge.
Oh, right, yes.
5 millimeters, 18 stitches, so it is a worsted.
Yeah, it is worsted.
It's at Aryn, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah. Even at 5 millimeters? 18 stitches?
20 stitches is worsted, so 18 is Aryn.
So it's pretty, it's pretty holy. Like, if you look at it, it's pretty holy as is.
I'm surprised that on these needles, you're getting that much airiness. Because
don't forget I
it should
knit
be
loose,
more
though.
dense. Okay.
So, if a pattern calls for 4, I probably should be going down to a 3 to 3.5 somewhere in there, because I knit loose, right? With knitting Continental now, I knit loose.
Okay.
Everything I have to do to get gauge, I always have to go down based on what the pattern is. So that's why I stuck with the 4s. If I did the 5s, so I did...
It would be really loose.
It would be really loose, and I didn't want it to be really loose. So
and it would be wider.
And I mean, I got 4 skeins to go through.
So but it's a scarf, so you're just going to knit until you run out, or until
it's long enough. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm hoping to knit till I run out, because then that will be a long
that's out of your stash, yeah.
Yeah, and it's out of my... Yeah, even though it wasn't even in my Ravelry page, I'll have to add it to it. It's not even my project page yet, so I'll have to add it to it. But yeah, so it's going to be beautiful when it's done up, and I think she'll really love it. If she wears it, now I've knit her one scarf before, which was remember those ruffle scarves back in the day? I knit her one of those that took forever time too.
You can't blame her if she doesn't wear that anymore, though.
No, I don't wear mine anymore, so I don't blame her. But then I knit her a hat. So she loved my Starving Artist hat, and she wanted a different color, so I did. I made her one a few years ago, 3 years ago, I think, when I went to Vancouver. I bought her yarn from it was, I think, a Malabrigo yarn or something. It was a cream color, I believe. I don't know why it's not on my project page, I don't think, but I made her one from there, exactly the hat, I believe, and I gave it to her. Do you ever think I've seen her wear it? I got a flap on my nose now. She's never worn it, at least not around me. And her husband always jokes, like, she throws her stuff out. She's never worn it around me. If she doesn't wear this is what I told her. If she doesn't wear this after I give this to her and I don't see her wearing it, and not on purpose, like, I need to see her wearing it, I'm never making her anything again. That's knit worthy.
Especially a scarf, because scarves take a long time.
Yeah. I mean, this is a 4 millimeter nail. It's going to still take time for me to make.
It takes a lot. Like, I won't knit scarves for anybody. Like, I don't care how much
you
I
knit
like
socks,
them.
and that's a lot of work to put in socks, too.
No, socks are...
Well,
but see, the thing is...
No,
but the difference is I enjoy making socks.
I know.
I highly dislike making scarves.
Everywhere.
So, I could have the most knit-worthy person in my life that I love dearly, and I will not make them a scarf. So... True. Yeah, she better...
I know. She better wear this. If not, that's it. I'll either, I'll be like, you're cut off. And I'm honest that way with her. You will be cut off. Because it takes time. And it takes
I just find it boring. Like, it's the same pattern just the whole way.
You knit stockinette stitch the whole way in socks.
But it changes. The heel, you have this heel, and then it's like, ooh, I'm on the leg.
Oh, I'm doing a pattern in there.
But it's the same pattern the whole way through. It does not change.
Yeah, either says my skirt right now.
There's nothing, well, that would...
And that changes, but not enough, but it's...
But there's still something, I don't know, like, I've learned that I cannot do scarves.
Yeah, it's okay. It's, as I said...
If I have to do a scarf, I will do a crochet scarf, because it's so much faster. And I found a pattern that looks like it's a ribbed scarf. Like, it looks like it's knit
Is that the one you did last year, or 2 years ago for Dennis?
I did it like 2 years ago for Dennis, and it was crochet, and it looked like ribbing, and it looked like knit ribbing, but it was crochet, so it took like 2 days. That's the scarf I will make for people. I will never knit a scarf for anyone.
Yeah. Well, this one she wanted it, so I'm hoping she'll wear it. I was thinking of trying to whip it out right now and work on it more so because I'm going to be seeing her soon. And so, but I don't know if I'll get it done. And if not, maybe for Hanukkah she can have it. I don't even know.
It's done, you can pick the next.
Exactly, or just be like, here you go. Just here's something for just because. Yeah. There never has to be a reason with her.
Oh yeah, you can just give it to her and be like, hey,
yeah,
finish
here's
your
just
scarf.
because. So those are all my whips.
Cool.
That's a lot for me. I don't
It is a
usually
lot for
have that many going on. But the hat I know I'll finish soon because it will be quick, and as long as I don't have to rip it back out and redo it or find a new pattern. Do you know how hard I spent hours looking for a pattern the other night just to find something that I didn't want something beanie wise where it stuck to my head. I wanted something a little poofy, and I didn't want I was looking at more like the beret kind of styles because I found when I was looking at pictures of myself with my hats that I have now, and I do have like beanie ones or the ones with the pom-poms and the really tight beanies, they make my face really long because I'm very oval as is. And when I found I wear the berets where they're full more around here, then it rounds out my face a little better and I don't look as long. It's funny how all that stuff happens and it works. It does really work. So I was like, you know what? I really love this yarn. I want to be able to wear something, and that's my favorite hat. So I'm like, I'm going to make this work somehow. Figured I took down 8 stitches 8 stitches. 8 stitches will give me some extra length. When I go to do the body of the hat, I figured I'll still have that poofiness, and I might be able to get that extra length in there I need. So it won't be the 130 or something yards. It might be around the 100 yards I might be able to get in there, even though I'm 90 yards, but you know what I mean? It might be able to get that more in there. So we'll see how that works. And if I don't like it, I just rip it out and start again.
It's not going to take that long. It's not
no, it's a hat. It usually takes me a couple days to
and
week
it's like
to
a
knit
chunky
hat.
hat.
It's bulky, yeah. It's huge, thick, and bulky. And then there's another hat that I want to do, the Crooked Kitchen yarn.
Okay.
I found a Lavagna Petrocelli one color brioche hat that I have enough yardage to do. I think it's going to be stunning. And that will give me something new to learn that I can learn how to do a brioche. And even though it's a one color, I think it's going to be really pretty. And I can always get a nice big pom-pom for the top. I'm hoping to get like a pink with black tips. But what I want and what I can find are 2 different things always. That's the problem. Like I want an orange pom-pom for this. I've checked so many sites. I was even messaging people on Etsy. No one has an orange pom-pom. I'm like, I'm still looking for one. Anybody knows of an orange
Mr.
pom-pom?
T has an orange pom-pom. But it's not like the nice type that you want. I think it's like a red heart pom-pom, so they're the ones that look a little like I bought a whole bunch for like Avery's hats. But it's not like those nice
softy fluffy ones?
faux fur type ones.
Right.
It's like it just doesn't look as nice, and and he likes
He likes it,
stuff,
so well, it was funny because I like Michael's has pom-poms on keychains. You see them like they're buck or something. They don't have orange either.
Not orange ones.
I've been trying to find orange everywhere. Everybody doesn't have orange. Oh, speak of the devil. My girlfriend just messaged me. Her ears must have been ringing because we were just talking about her. How funny is that? So that's it for my works in progress. And you have nothing left. And so the last thing I wanted to do was our giveaway. Sorry, off screen for a second. It's in a Ziploc bag, so it's been safe. Keeping it safe, and I can pull up here. So just to refresh everybody, this is Crafting My Chaos bag. Look how beautiful that is. Again, blue and orange. Boy, is it a theme today.
We didn't even comment on what we're wearing.
And
that was not
blue and orange. Kind of, we're teal and like a rusty orange, so it's blue and orange. Yeah, and there's the yarn that matches us perfectly. So there's yarn by her name is Becky too. Crafting My Chaos, and it's super soft. Like it has a little bit of halo. Like your socks right now have the halo to it. It's really nice and soft. So you get her bag and her yarn as a gift. So this was anybody that participated. So we had 8 entries for that, and I'm just gonna pull up a random org generator right now. Oh, do we? Oh, we still have the other one to do. Do you want to do the other one first?
It's up to you.
So we have Wee Knits, the Wee Knits Cal that we did for anything that was baby knits, and that was September, October, that you can knit something. We had 49 entries. Wow. And there was the cutest little things that were knit up, like absolutely adorable.
I loved all the little baby socks.
The socks, the little jackets and things and sweaters. Yeah. There was one heart hat, because I have a heart hat, and there's tons of hats, and it was just so cute. So we picked random org And we picked 1 through 49, and it was number...
Entry 36, I think.
That's the word, 30 entry. That's the word I was looking for. Entry 36. And entry 36 is a topping. A-T-O-P-B-I-N-G. Her name is Anna. Congratulations, Anna. She is in Canada. Woohoo! So please message me on Ravelry, CraftT, and I'll be happy to get your address, and I will, we can figure out a prize for you, and let me know. I don't need your address. Email me or message me. It's okay. It's one of those days. The words will come out properly, I promise. Message me, and we'll figure out something for you. So with the Crafting My Chaos, let's go back to that one right now. I'm looking for random knot. I'm all over the place today, aren't I? One of those days. Today's also Remembrance Day. For all those people who've served in past and present. Thank you for your service. I've had some girlfriends that have served, which I'm extremely proud and honored to have girlfriends like women in the service. I think that is completely amazing for them to be out there and doing something for their country, but also they're not treated like the men are. So good for you, and for all the guys out there. And you know what? You do a lot to have it. So lucky number 7, 1 through 8, and lucky number 7 got picked. Isn't that funny? So lucky number 7, I'm a little off today. As I said, we're good though. We will pull up that post and tell you. I have a feeling I just did 7 yesterday, or I looked at the posting yesterday. Sorry, my internet's really slow for some reason. I think I was closing or checking it the other day. Closing it. I think I closed it because I totally forgot I closed it because it is November now, right? So lucky number 7. So let me tell you what it was. So first of all, you had to go and post a inspiration picture for Becky to see if something that maybe would give her a nice yarn idea. Lucky number 7 is Kelly Tunette. And she posted, there it is, which is absolutely stunning because this reminds me of Cuba. This is what you see in Cuba. All the old cars like that, they still run them, and then the pretty buildings. So I thought this would be a beautiful self-striping colorway with the orange, the pinks, if you put a row of white, a pale pink, the turquoise, the Tiffany green in there, blue, and then I don't know what she'd use that as, a yellow or a beige thing, but yeah, I thought it'd be stunning, like stunning colorways. That's something I would even look at and buy. So congratulations, you have won this. And this is, stop calling me people. And this will be sent out to you. So please message me for your address, and then I will put this in the mail for you. Thank you so much. So I think that's it for today. Do we have anything else we need to talk about? I don't think so. No, I think we're good. We have, the Grinch Cal. So we're doing the Grinch Cal again, and it's going to... What's now? November. It could start. It was still going to start November 1st. I think the last time we podcast, I totally forgot to mention it. And so the Grinch Cal is knitting something for yourself for Christmas or holidays, whatever you want to do. And it's going to go till the end of December, and we'll do another draw. Start with that. So please enter anything in that you're going to knit for yourself.
That you're keeping.
That you're keeping for yourself.
You're making it for yourself.
That's why it's called the Grinch. And well, I'll put a thread up in the Ravelry page for that. And please post your pictures there. It's just something fun to do. As I'm knitting my hat now, that's for me. There's always something for me. Well, actually, most of everything I do is for me. This time there's going to be that. But I do have a cowl that I'll be doing for my mom. And as soon as I'm done this hat, I'll be starting that because I'll be able to get that done for her. And that will be her Hanukkah gift, but we'll be doing it for Christmas because we do Christmas together with the rest of the family. So I'll be doing that. And that's it, I think, for the rest of this year. So have fun with your knitting this year and knit everything you love. And then we'll probably be podcasting hopefully the next 2 weeks. If not, it might be a little bit longer than that because I'm traveling. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll keep you posted, not to worry. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed our podcast. Have yourself a wonderful day. Happy knitting, and until the next episode. Bye for now.